Alright folks, all but blurred, back from the Transformers review. This is going to be on G1 Powermaster Slapdash. One of my favourite Powermasters from the range. One of my favourites because I love Formula 1, and as you can probably tell, he is a Formula 1 car. You see his Powermaster lube sitting in the back, is his engine as always. Great little design. Very reminiscent of the late 80s, early 90s sort of Formula 1 cars. Bit disappointed I'm missing a sticker here, but other than that, he's in great shape. You can see classic Formula 1 design. You've kind of got the suspension going to the slick tyres, the nose cone in the front with the splitter, spoiler, which will later become part of his robot. Formula 1 seat, the windscreen, which is always a good thing. Kind of a little bit of indentation here, could be classed as design if you like, for airspeed. I'm not going to look too much into this, it's just a toy. But generally, as the rest of them, really good at hiding the robot mode. Kind of gathers some of the transformation areas here, but overall, very convincing little toy. Toy car that can roll really well, so it's a fast F1 car. In terms of the overall design of this guy, it's quite a cool feature. You've obviously got his Powermaster here, but it did also give us a little extra bit, like an F1 engine, which you can actually fit onto the back itself if it does want to. There's a little peg in here, right, so you can kind of have it that way as well. Now it's essential to have him like this when you've got his gun, which we'll get a little closer look at now. Very nice, simple blaster. Kind of liking this whole little design at the top, but yeah, awesome little gun he's got. And this is the only one I've actually got the gun for. Sits quite nice in the top there, so you can have his driver in here and shooting the gun at the same time. But that will only work when you have got the engine piece on the figure. Without that on there, these two pieces really become redundant in vehicle mode. A bit of a size comparison. Going to bring in the rest of the Powermasters so you can see what they're like. So joyride and get away. Pretty good in scale with each other, I say. They're all roughly about the same size. This was a bit longer, this one's a bit taller, this one's just right. As you see. Transformation. Going to bring Lube back in again. Lube. Rather great name for him. Stick Lube into his hole. Lubing up the hole. Oh, see, he slips right in there. Damn, got a dirty mind. Yep, nice and done. Now we're going to bring this section down, which you'll pretty much see reveals the head. Same time, we can take his spoiler off. We won't need that till later. Now from this section, what we're going to do is bring his arms around, just for now. Really weird but really cool transformation this. Not like the usual car sort of transformations like the backs of legs, the top halves, the arm sections. This actually, the front cockpit becomes his leg section instead. So you just flip these bits up, fold this down, which will actually become his crotch. And then we bring this whole section down, around, up, like so. Trust me, it does actually fit into place. Like that. Arms kind of go up to give him some massive shoulder pads. Like the kind of transformation of his arm as well. Bring his hands, like so. And here's one of the shorter ones. He's not a really big guy. There we go, it's clicking the place better. So yeah, it looks alright in camera, it looks quite big, that's probably because I'm that close. He's got a bit of Soundwave syndrome from animated. Really stocky, short figure. And I'll show you that when I bring in Jetfire just now, in fact. You know, he's like half the size. Does help him a little bit with these little tyres, but not that spectacular. Now, these obviously little bits are all flying around now. Obviously his gun will go into his hand. The section here, you've got two choices. This will fit into the back section, little peg and plug. Now you can plug in two little pods here, engine like so. Give him a little bit of a backpack. And that's him done there. And he's got his Powermaster in his chest. Nothing that complicated about that, is there? Not at all. But it looks really nice, I must admit. Articulation wise as well, probably got one of the best for the arms, because it can kind of go up and down, bends at the elbows, rotates up, fists actually move down as well. Same again though, monoleg syndrome. Not as bad though, because he has actually got a split at the bottom, but this whole front section just clips into place. Doesn't do really much for him. And we're going to bring out lube now. Yeah, a little closer look. For being called lube, he is actually really tight in there. There we go. Same again, quite a nice chrome design. Not the most impressive of the engines. When you kind of compare the rest, like Getaway, it's kind of cool, funky design. Joyride. This one's a bit boring if you like. But transformation, as with the rest. Bring legs down, spin around, and there we have lube. Quite hard to pick up his face, but he has actually got little goggles and face mask on there, little helmet, and some cool funky design. Seen in all my reviews of the Powermasters and Headmasters, the detail in these guys are awesome for the size of them, and a bit of a size comparison of him. You really have to have him in there because it just looks so bland. You could, don't know if you can try this or not, but let's take this out for the time being. Nah, it doesn't really work. You have to have lube in his chest to really give him the full benefit of the overall figure. But anyway, this is my final Powermaster review. Hope you enjoyed it. Blur signing out. Catch you later.